In 2025, we have reached a stage where the automations and all kinds of online trickery is not really working, leaving users like you and me with a bunch of funnels and automations and leads that never convert into actual show ups and thus never convert into sales. And the people who are going on around teaching their automations and their funnels, the answer to that is more funnel stuff, more automations, more trickery. Just blind the prospect so that they actually throw their phone in the water and never want to open their phone or computer again, and you and blame you as the culprit. That is not the answer. My name is Dr. Rajat Sinha. I'm a medical doctor turned commission selling strategist. And today I'm going to talk to you about age old methods that have sadly been lost in this age of digital media and digital influencers, where a bunch of people who probably never ever did any real sales are wasting everybody's time and plundering the industry with a lot of digital trash in the form of these funnels and automations and more funnels and more automations and more trickery that doesn't really provide that human touch to the prospect, which is why they're all basically banner blinded. They don't want to show up to your calls and nobody's being able to sell anything to anyone. Okay, let's solve that problem today. I'm going to be teaching you two deadly tricks that are going to be useful to you, number one, and that have sadly been forgotten during the last few years when we have a bunch of non-professionals teaching people how to make sales. Okay, let's go to the main point. The first point: whenever you get a lead, especially if you're a beginner, you have the wherewithal to actually follow up leads yourself. Okay, and you could be a beginner at every level. I was doing a corporate job where my monthly salary was in the range of lakhs and lakhs of rupees per month. And when I had a part-time business in selling health supplements, I would get a lead and that lead would be followed up same day. Either I would call them or I had an assistant who would call them. Very, very simple. Always phone call the leads as fast as possible. And that is the thing that's going to really help you in increasing show up rates. Okay. So the first variable that you can use, even if you're a beginner, and trust me, even if you make lakhs of rupees a month, you can easily do it and you must easily do it, is the time to follow up of a lead, the time to reaction. Okay, as soon as you get a phone number, a lot of people actually get a lead in their landing pages or something, and the prospects will come, they'll put their name, email, phone number, and maybe on the back side there is a registration for a webinar, there's a registration for a calendar meeting or something like that. A lot of people don't really hang around to see what's there on the thank you page. All right, so if you're getting leads in an online funnel, the first thing you need to be doing is calling the lead as soon as possible. The reaction time should be as less as possible, and you can easily do it if you set up 2 separate times in the day to follow up your leads. 2 separate times in the day to follow up your leads, that's more than enough. Even if you're working full time, even if you're doing a part-time business for which you're generating leads, if you have 2 separate slots in the day, half an hour each, or maybe during your lunch break, you can just hit all the leads that have come in the first half of the day. That is more than enough. Okay, so the first variable that I want to teach you is hit the leads on phone as fast as they come in. At least twice a day you should be doing that, so your lead should have a reaction time of not more than maybe 3 or 4 hours. Okay, so the recall is very, very important. The recall drastically falls as the day passes or as the day changes. If somebody has put in their name, email, phone number today and gone to sleep, and the next morning you call them, dude, there's going to be zero recall. It doesn't matter how many automations you have, because people are banner blinded to these automations by now. Okay, plus WhatsApp automations and all, they have strict rules and all. Your WhatsApp is never reaching these folks. Very simple. All right, what's the next thing you do? When they pick up the phone, you need to be giving them something which is called crafted certainty. Okay, so the first is lead reaction time, the second is crafted certainty. What is crafted certainty? This is the kind of certainty you give to a prospect that yes, I can solve your problem, but it is not salesy certainty where you're not just blindly saying yes to everybody on the phone. Now on the phone, you're only going to confirm the actual time of appointment or probably pass them the Zoom link or something like that. Okay, so on the phone, what you're going to do is you're going to ask them a couple of quick questions. Hey man, I'm so and so, you gave your number onto my lead page. What problem are you having? Do you have a cholesterol issue, diabetes issue? What is it? Okay, if you're into make money products, what do you need? Do you need active income, passive income? Do you need funding options for your company? What is it that you need? Okay, and they will say what it is that they need. If they recall, they say, okay, yeah, I remember. Okay, this is the thing that I need. What I want you to do is ask them at least 1 or 2 clarifying questions over there. 1 or 2 questions that go deeper into the need. And then you say, okay, so is this type 1, type 2 diabetes? Like how long have you been having it? Okay, do you have other people in your family that have it? Okay, great. And where do you stay? Whereabouts in the city do you stay? And what kind of food do you eat? Okay, I got it. And then you get this crafted perceived certainty as if the answers to their questions have made you believe that, yes, I can serve you. And at that point, you say, okay, I understood. Please be there tomorrow at 8 o'clock. I look forward to serving you. I think I understood what your problem is. I look forward to providing you a solution. Okay, done. Sorted. Okay. The way that a real professional asks questions is, if you ever call a chartered accountant, if you ever call, even forget about a chartered accountant, even if you ever call an auto mechanic, for example, and you say, hey man, my car is kind of dying on me in the middle of driving it or something like that, they'll say, okay, when does it happen? Does it happen more in the day, more in the night? Okay, does it happen when you are going uphill, when you're going downhill? When does it happen? And they're going to ask a couple of qualifying questions. Then they're going to say, okay, I think I understand what it is, but can you bring it around? Okay, a professional always clarifies first before giving a certainty, which is, hey, I can solve it. Only a salesperson and a bad salesperson provides certainty to everybody. So you're going to call them, first of all, time to reaction should be super short. And then you're going to say, okay, what happens to be the problem? Do you have this problem? Do you have that problem? They say, yes, I have this problem. Okay, how does this work? And you just go a couple of steps deeper. And whatever answer the prospect gives, you say, okay, oh, got it. I understand. I think I can help you. Please make sure you be there tomorrow at 8 o'clock. I look forward to working with you. Okay. This is something called crafted certainty, which tells a prospect that they've finally found the right person to help them. Why? Because the person took the care to ask them a couple of deep down questions. And once that person understood that, okay, this exactly seems to be the problem, now they are certain they can solve it. So that creates curiosity in the mind of the prospect. Okay, I need to meet this guy. He asked me a couple of questions. Or I need to meet this girl. She asked me a couple of questions. And based on that, they think they know what is the problem. I also want to know what's the problem. So I'm definitely going to be there tomorrow on time. Okay, so these are the two things. Of course, you need to have, if you have a bunch of email automations, WhatsApp automations, all of that stuff, that is amazing. Please go ahead with that. I'm not saying remove the need for automations. People who use machinery or tools definitely are going to beat the people who don't use tools. But the problem that's happening right now is the tools are not really working, and prospect has got this banner blindness. And chances are, whoever your freelancer or your coach is, they don't have an answer to actually getting the money in the bank. Okay, definitely use the automations. I do that myself, but I know that when some of the things stop working, I got to get back to the basics. I gotta go back to caveman style selling, man. Very simple, and it works every single time because you have that personal connect, and people love that. Trust me, you can do this even if you're very busy, even if you're already making a lot of money. And in true sales and true entrepreneurship, we're really getting away from person to person connect, and that really needs to come back. Okay, the culture of sales, the culture of entrepreneurship is all about getting in touch with people. And if you are a beginner, if you're making anywhere less than 6 figures a month from your business, especially if you're doing these Zoom calls or webinars, anything digital, if you're less than a lakh of rupees a month, you need to hit your prospects on the phone personally. Very simple. Okay, I hope this video was useful. Please subscribe to this channel because I give deadly level of sales advice which is not found anywhere else. And I would really like you to follow me and leave me some nice comment below this video, and definitely follow the channel so I can serve you more and more. Okay, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye bye.